My name is Moffat Kago, or Moffat Mushauri, like you know me on Facebook. Clinical Director, ProCare Counselors, an organization that deals with the mental health care. We work with corporates in areas of psychosocial support. We work with families and even individuals who are going through crisis in their lives. And last week we talked about grieving predators. And this week I want us to talk about when love hurts. But before we get to that, I want to appreciate you. This is a customer service week, and I want to appreciate you for being my loyal listeners and viewers. And I know that we shall continue working together as I help you to address some of the issues that affect humanity as far as our psychological and social lives are concerned. Now, when love hurts, many a times when we get ourselves in relationships and intimate relationships for that matter, and sometimes it doesn't work out well, or it doesn't go the way we want, and we find ourselves hurting. And I want to say that this is something that our young people have found themselves in, and they do not know how to get out of this particular issue. They are left hurting, and they are left with a lot of emotional injuries because of the relationships that they have had. And I want to say today that it is very, very important for our young people, our young girls and our young men to know that it is important for us to redefine intimacy. Because today, in current times, you realize that the way we think about intimacy is not exactly what it is. Because many a times when the word intimacy is mentioned, we tend to think about sex. And because of this particular mistake, you realize that our young people tend to engage themselves in sexual relations, forgetting that sex does not jumpstart intimacy. And this is one of the things that I want us to demystify today. Now, we normally say that hurt people hurt others. The reason why probably you get yourself in one relationship and it doesn't work, you get into another one, it doesn't work, and it becomes a cycle in your life. And it is because you are hurting and you don't know that you are hurting. Sometimes you get yourself in a relationship, and because you are hurting, instead of bringing out who you are, or instead of contributing into this particular relationship in a healthy way, you realize that because you are still hurting, you even tend to hurt your partner. And it is for this reason I want to submit to us today that it is important for us to take care not to confuse sex with intimacy. Because many a times when sex comes before intimacy, you realize that it doesn't go far. And probably this explains the reason why we do have many backstreet abortions, because somebody does not want to take responsibility because sex came before intimacy. And therefore, I want to submit to our young people that it is important for you to make sure that you are pursuing intimacy and not sex. Now, one of the things that happens when somebody is hurt is that you are not able to maintain future relationships. And even when you get yourself in the right relationship, chances are that even that relationship is going to collapse, because you have not yet dealt with your emotional wounds and emotional injuries. And many a times, many young people do not know that the reasons, or the reason why they get themselves in these new relationships is not because they are looking for a life partner per se, but subconsciously they are looking for somebody to nurse their wounds, the wounds that have been inflicted before. And I would want to submit to us that it is important for us to realize that once we get ourselves in a relationship prematurely, or because we are hurting and we are looking for somebody to nurse our wounds, then it becomes, it stops to be called an intimate relationship, but it becomes something that I call a paracetamol relationship, because you are just looking for somebody to nurse your wounds, and for that reason you realize that it is not possible for you to move ahead. And therefore, This week, I want us to ponder over that issue and get to know that it is important for us to look for intimacy, to redefine intimacy, and to demystify this thing that has been created by our society, that intimacy is all about sex. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for listening to me. We can touch base next week as we discuss the topic, the mystery of becoming one, and you can call us on the contacts appearing below.